What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining sports gambling podcast on the internet. And you know what? Hockey's back. You know what that means? My deadly accurate gambling advice is back. So make sure to stay tuned, like and subscribe, tell all your friends. The best hockey gambling podcast in the world is back on the internet. So in this video, I'm going to do an award show preseason to predict who's going to win the award at the end of the season. I'm going to pick who's going to win each division. I'm going to do East and West, and then I'm going to pick a Stanley Cup winner. After that, I'll get into picks for tonight. There's 5 games on the slate, including a big one between the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Montreal Canadiens, and a rematch from last year's embarrassing first round exit. That's at 7 o'clock tonight. So without further ado, let's get into our individual awards for the 2021-22 season with the Casual Fan Podcast. The Hart Trophy, your favorite is Connor McDavid at plus 190 odds, but Nathan MacKinnon is at a cool plus 650 odds, and Nikita Kucherov is plus 800. That's pretty good money to sprinkle some bets on. Art Ross Trophy, Connor McDavid has even odds for that. Realistically, he probably will get the most points. I don't see anyone else who can generate as many points as him this season. Maybe more goals from different players, but not points. It's going to be Connor McDavid's Art Ross. For the Calder Trophy, you got Cole Caulfield in first place with plus 175 odds. I'd probably pick him. There's Trevor Zegras at plus 150. Who else is there? Moritz Seider plus 600. I don't see anyone else winning these cups. Cole Caulfield already has experience in the playoffs and he was great. I see him stepping into the NHL very easily. Jack Adams Award, tough to say because it basically goes to the team that should be bad but ends up being good. And that's why I think Dave Tippett will be unfairly credited with Edmonton's success this year. Plus 2,000 odds for that bum franchise to finish first in that bum division. Go with Tippett to win Jack Adams. James Norris Trophy, Cale Makar leads the way at plus 350 odds. Probably is his award to win this year. He didn't win it last year, but if he has a full healthy season, he's probably the best defenseman in the league. Victor Hedman and Adam Fox are right behind him at plus 700 odds. Not a bad idea to sprinkle some money on that. I will say this, if you want a dark horse, Miro Heiskanen plus 1,600 odds. Extremely talented defenseman. Rocket Richard Trophy for most goals. Leon Draisaitl's at plus 700. Connor McDavid's at plus 750. Austin Matthews is at plus 300. Any one of those guys is a good pick. I like David Pastrnak to win it. He's at plus 1,000 odds. That's 10 times your money. Bet $1, you win $10 on David Pastrnak scoring the most goals. You love scoring goals. Vezina Trophy. You got Andrei Vasilevsky at plus 350 odds, but the pick I really like, Marc-Andre Fleury on the Chicago Blackhawks, plus 1,000 odds. Again, 10 times your money. Very good goalie. Every team he goes to, he has success. Or it's going to be Grubauer because he plays on the Avalanche and they're a great team. It depends. It depends if the Blackhawks make the playoffs or not. If they do, Fleury wins that Vezina. Trust me. All right, let's get into divisional picks. Who I think is going to win each division. In the Pacific, the Vegas Golden Knights are minus 210 favorites to win it. Edmonton Oilers trail them. They're at plus 400 odds. Probably great value on the Oilers there. I mean, Vegas, I think, is a better team. They might fall off a little bit this year. The Oilers aren't good either, but it's good odds. It's plus 400 odds, so they could win. It's Connor McDavid, right? He's the best player in the league. Metropolitan Division, the New York Islanders are plus 300 underdogs, but they're the favorites in that division to win it. Rangers are plus 350. I think that's too high for them. And the Hurricanes are plus 400. Now, the Hurricanes are a team I like. Again, I don't know if they're going to be good this year. We'll see how Frederik Andersen plays for them. I do like the Islanders. I think they're a very good team. I think they could go all the way this year. I'm going to probably pick them to win that division. Never a bad idea to sprinkle some money on Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin and the Penguins, and Ovechkin and Kuznetsov on the Caps. They're at plus 450 and plus 550 respectively. That's good money. If they win, they probably won't. I think the Islanders will. Central Division, the Colorado Avalanche overwhelming favorites, minus 260. Minnesota Wild trail them at plus 700. I don't see it happening. That's Colorado's division to lose. And in the Atlantic, you have a fun three-way tie as always between the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Boston Bruins, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not really a tie. Tampa Bay Lightning are favorites at plus 155. Toronto Maple Leafs are plus 190, and the Bruins are plus 375. That division should be Tampa, Leafs, Bruins, Panthers, but I could see the Canadiens causing some trouble. I could see the Panthers causing some trouble. Realistically, it's probably Tampa's division. But goalies go plus 190 to win the division. Can't hurt you to go with your home team. So the Western Conference winner in first place would be the plus 200 underdog Colorado Avalanche to win the Western Conference. Behind them is the Vegas Golden Knights at plus 250. Both very good bets. The Dallas Stars are plus 900, but honestly, after that cup run, I don't think they're going to ever repeat that kind of success. If you want to go wacky, go with the Minnesota Wild at plus 1,100 odds. But if you want to go safe, probably Colorado Avalanche. Double your money. Play it safe. And in the Eastern Conference, I'm looking at the New York Islanders at plus 850 odds. I think they could win the division, so I'm going to take them at 8 times my money. And also goalies go plus 550. Sprinkle a little bit on the buds. Now for the outright Stanley Cup, it's almost never the team you expect it's going to be. Tampa went back-to-back. Do they three-peat? Probably not. That's why it's almost guaranteed to be the Toronto Maple Leafs at plus 1,100 odds. That's the only team I'm betting on to win the Stanley Cup this year. Okay, now we got 5 games on opening night, starting with Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Leafs are minus 194 favorites. The Habs are plus 162 underdogs after the shellacking the Habs gave the Leafs last season in that embarrassing first-round exit. It's hard to believe that the Maple Leafs won't come out flying, come out angry. That said, knowing the Leafs, every time there's a big game where they have to establish themselves, they come up short. That's why I'm taking the Montreal Canadiens, plus 162 odds. Great value on your bet. Next game, New York Rangers and the Washington Capitals. Rangers went out and got some toughness in Ryan Reeves to handle Tom Wilson on the Washington Capitals. The Caps are old and slow, but they're tough and physical. The Rangers are young and fast, but they're inexperienced. Who's gonna win? It's pretty close. The Caps are minus 113 favorites to the slight underdog Rangers of minus 103. I think Rangers are probably gonna take this one. They just signed Zibanejad. They're probably feeling good. Tons of rookies on that team, tons of young talent. It's gonna be a good team. Next game, Chicago Blackhawks plus 162 underdogs to the Colorado Avalanche, minus 196 favorites. Colorado should win this one. They probably will win this one. They're probably gonna cover the puck line of minus 1.5. That's what I'm taking in this game. That gives you plus 118 odds. Pretty good value for the Colorado Avalanche to destroy what should be a playoff bubble team. Vancouver Canucks plus 165 underdogs to the Edmonton Oilers. They are minus 188 favorites. Canucks really struggled last year. Will they bounce back? They got Oliver Ekman-Larsson. They got Connor Garland. We'll see how those guys pan out. The Edmonton Oilers are going to be pissed off with the way they got bounced in a sweep against the Jets. Connor McDavid's going to come out flying. He's probably going to get 5 points. Draisaitl is probably going to get a hat trick. They're going to win the game, probably by multiple goals. Plus 126, taking the puck line, minus 1.5 for the Edmonton Oilers. I would take them to win definitely in a parlay. Winnipeg Jets, minus 148 favorites against the Anaheim Ducks, plus 123 underdogs. The Ducks were bad last season, but they're a team that's gonna take a step forward. They're gonna get better. They have good skaters. They have good defense. The Jets, however, should really be a good team. They got a great top six. I think they should win this game and win it handily, but the Jets are always close games. Jets, but not by a lot. So if I was to smash a parlay today, I would take the Colorado Avalanche, I would take the Edmonton Oilers, and I would take the under in the Ducks and Winnipeg Jets game. And that's what I think for opening night and for the future of the season. Stay tuned for all the best hockey content and gambling advice for the entire 2021-2022 season. My name's Pat Stothers, chosen commentator. This is the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining sports gambling podcast ever. See you guys next week. Tell all your friends, like and subscribe. Goodbye.